Hello, this is SeanOTRS, and today I'm showing you a game I had in my VBL earlier this week. In this game, I'm platooned up with my friend Zion there in the T-72, and we're joined by Brazu in the Type 82, Dave in the T-72A, and Schmitty in the M2 Bradley. And you can see me rushing forward along the map to get down to this sort of area, and Zion's following me. And the other three are having tank sex. Now, I've got some good flanking shots on that M60, but he's moving out of range. See Zion here's got some good positioning to shoot at the front of these guys, and then I can take their sides. Now the VBL is a very unique vehicle. It's so lightly armoured. Can take one hit and then you're dead. But the big thing about the VBL, well, the two big things. Actually, there's three big things. Its good spotting capabilities, because it's got both high camo and high view range, as you can see. I mean, even when not stationary, this circle's full with my equipment fit. It's ridiculously fast. It can do 0 to 32 in about 3 seconds, or less, and it can do 120 kilometers an hour or so on a straight flat road. And then it's got the option of fitting a 45 shot autoloader, which you can see me using here, or a 4-shot missile launcher, which is good, although I personally don't use it. At the time of this replay I hadn't unlocked it, so I hadn't tried it. Now we can see that Zion's been the first guy in the game to take any damage, because, you know, main battle tank should be at the back, right? Right? No. But we can see him digging his teeth in, getting shot at, and not getting any support, and that's going to be what kills him. Spoiler alert. And now there's a big Challenger 1 that's appeared in front of me, and that's not something I can easily pen. Although at least it's not a Challenger 2. I've designated it, I'm getting what shots I can, which is not many. And now Zion's in serious trouble. He's getting outflanked. He's got multiple tanks on his side and rear. I'm giving him what support I can. Of course, the rest of the team is still very heavily camping, with the only guy that even could have an excuse for it being the Bradley. Now, I'm still getting these side shots on the lightly armoured tanks, but it's not really enough, because Zion is now one shot for any non-autocannon. And he's lost almost all of his ERA plates on the front of the hull, and some on his turret. However, you can see that he's not having too much of a good game, having to block all that damage. He's only done 2,000 damage. Sorry, he's only done 3,500 damage. Now 4,000 so far. But he's doing better than most of everybody else. I've done a lot more damage because of my autocannon, but you'll tend to find that autocannons do that. Now here we can see that he's angling his tank, which he's angling it much too far, but he's generally shielded from fire on the left side, so this could be a smart idea. I've still not been spotted over here. Just firing away, apart from of course when the Challenger appeared. I'm just firing away. I can see now that there's no targets left over here, so I'm moving up. Seeing if I can stay close to supporting Zion. And I got some good shots on more main battle tanks. Now, we're going to see this M2 Bradley being a bit of an idiot here. armed fighting vehicle drives right into the face of all the main battle tanks. And it's working so far for him. He's taking a hit. I'm trying to support him, but he's taking big hits. Fires a missile. Falls back. Misses his missile. And you're going to see him use his full... What they call it? Field rebuild kit. And pull right back. And he manages to dodge that shot. Now, someone is capping. And that is not good. That Type 82 is on the brink of destruction. Pulls round and gets the kill. Supported by Dade and the T-72A. By the way, I'm not copying Jenkins, I just think it's a good idea. And so shot in the Abrams, which I have designated. No one takes it. Now this is getting kind of risky. I'm telling everyone in chat not to cap, because, you know, capping's a bad idea. And I'm getting what damage on I can, but it looks like this game's going to be over. Even though I've managed to do 10,000 damage and got 12 kills already. So I rush forward, see what I can do to help. Shoot at some enemies, but I stop shooting because I kind of want the allies in the cap to die. Dodge a shot. I fire a cheeky shot at someone in the cap, but it doesn't damage them anyway. And then his game's over and the cap's reset. And I'm intentionally not supporting here because I'm being a little bit damage greedy, but you know, that guy's played and actually played an okay game himself, but his game's over here. He's not going to get more than 1 or 2 more shots off before he dies. It's the last guy alive apart from myself. And I've amazingly not managed to not take a hit here. He's on 21 health. And any minute now, I'm doing what I can. But he's on 21 health and it doesn't look like he's going to survive. Gets another hit in. I've started firing HE and down he goes. Right. Right now in the game, I'm up against the majority of the cap spawn on Operation Stormy Winter. I'm alone in one of the worst armoured tanks in the game. And with one of the lowest penetration guns in the game, or at least tier for tier. And there's 3 tanks that may or may not have spotted me and could be, pardon me, could be pointing their guns at me. Let's see how this goes. I take my first hit and lots of my other hits. I use the field rebuild and I get out of there. Reloading to AP now. You can see Zyam in chat there criticising the other T-72A. Although to be honest, what he did resulted in this amazing game. However, Zyam is entirely right there. You should never rush the cap on this map. So I've managed to take out the Ariete. And now it's just currently me versus a load of AFVs and light tanks. Now, I'm not entirely sure what Dave, will call him in chat there, meant by I've forgotten that script. Was it a bot? Anyway, I've got a really good hold down position here where all they can hit is my unmanned turret. And I can get some great shots on them, and I can pull forward or use my 15-ish degrees of rear gun depression. Although I'm forgetting to designate targets. Now you'll see that my gun is dead, and I didn't. So I'm going to be missing a lot of my shots from here. And I'm still not marking any targets. From here it's just a bit of a shooting gallery. And then that BMD2 appears, which is quite a major threat, so I switch to him, take him out. He's dead. Next up is the expeditionary tank. He pulls behind cover, taking shots at the Merkava. That's a lovely armoured tank, so gonna have to get some side shots on it to kill it. I'm gonna move over here, looking for the turret shot on that expeditionary tank, and he's out. Now the other the Begleitpanzer, the Bagel Panzer, he's got some good shots. Now it's just a Merkava who knows what he's doing despite being a bot, and he is pointing his front at me. Seems to be a bit of a stalemate, but somehow I'm penning him here because I've moved. I forgot to notice that. And here is the Challenger 2. This guy's going to be causing a lot of problems later on in this game. But right now I've got to deal with that AFV. He's out of the game. I'm pulling forward, run into a Begleitpanzer, and you can see I take a hit from it. Trying to pull along here, see what I can do, but in the end I just decide to pull back to here. Can't get any shots off unless I want to try and pen the front of a Charlie 2 with a tier 6 autocannon. So let's get at him. However, the Bagel Panzer then presents itself to me, so I can get some good shots off there and I get the kill. I'm still unable to damage that Challenger 2 though. Now I'm rushing off back to that original position, but I've driven past it. I'm not spotted here, even though I'm driving terribly, and I'm trying to go around to get out of view of that Challenger. However, this is a good Challenger, and it's a Challenger 2. Just following myself around the map here. Now, I hope that he's gone the other way to look for me, but unfortunately he hasn't. Because earlier, if you were looking, you could see him moving over in this direction. And there he is. Now, looking at it from over here, you can see that he knows where I am and he's turning his tank to face me. So I'm not going to get many, if any, good shots off on him. I'm going to hit him at this stage. Now I think that I might be able to trick him into letting me shoot him from over here. But I can't, because he knows I'm coming. So I pull back, go over here, and I've decided that I think I should cap. So I find this little nook and cranny in the tank, and I can take some shots at him. But I can't pen him. So, load HE. 20,000 damage, 22 kills. And that's the end of that game. At which point I completely spaz out in chat because this is by far the best game I've ever had. Damage wise or kill wise. And yes, I'm just a little bit excited in TeamSpeak. So, let's take a look at the results screen, shall we? Right, so here's the results screen. You can see I got the Blue Star medal, the Destroyer medal, some other medals that I can't remember because this is a screenshot, but I got the Target medal in a VBL, just rate that, out of any member of the team in the game, bearing in mind 3 of them were main battle tanks, in what is arguably the worst armored tank in the game. But screw that, 32,000 experience. Yes, this was on the 1 week anniversary event. 22 kills, 24 enemy spotted, platinum crate. Damn, this was a good game. And then we go into the team list. Now you can see that I did do the most damage there by a substantial amount. And I'm honestly not sure what that one means. But I got the most spots. I didn't get them. I got the least assists. But that's because I killed them instead. And of course, highest base experience by nearly 1,000 points to my platoon mate in second, who didn't play a bad game. 8,000 damage, 3 kills, 12 assists. Just got unlucky with his team. And here we see the details menu. Now, I only got 838 experience there technically, but I got my minor bonus multipliers. And then, here's the great bit, my major bonus multiplier. 18 times. That is ridiculous. And then once you have premium to that's 32,000 experience points. That's really something. And you can see there the match was 13.5 minutes. So, that was a great game. Thank you for watching. I've been SeanOTRS.